So as far as the case is concerned with regards to Suraj Ravanna, the allegations that have now been leveled, this is another case of sexual assault against the Ravanna family member. We are told that the CID now will be taking over the case for further investigation. This was the same protocol rather, or the SOP, Neha. All right, Mohan Krishna ji is with us right now. Mohan Krishna ji, this is a serious allegation that has now been leveled on another Ravanna family member against Suraj Ravanna, sir. Mr. Krishna? Yes, sir.
Well, the law of the land holds good for everybody, whether it is Ravanna's family, whether it is anybody's family for that matter. If they found guilty and the FIR has been filed, and the law will take its own course of time.
Sir, with regards to law taking its own course, we are told that the CID will be now taking over the case, but Mr. Ravanna himself has been saying and calling it as political conspiracy.
Look, see, at the outset it looks like that, but once the investigation happens, what is the truth? Truth has to come out first, and everything should not be buried under the, mat. So once the truth comes out, whether it is political vendetta on Ravanna's family this government is doing, or it is a truth, and people will come to know, and people will certainly make a decision as what to do for the next course of elections.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Krishna, for joining us here on the broadcast. Of course, as far as Suraj Ravanna is also concerned in the case, the details that are now being broken out by Neha, who is joining us. Of course, the FIR copy that has been accessed by us, Neha. With regards now the CID taking over the investigation, please share more details.
Well, that's right. Of course, Amita, what the Hassan police was initially investigating would now be transferred to CID. That's the latest that we're picking up in this case. And this is quite important here because, the level of allegations that have been made against Suraj Ravanna here are grave. These are charges of the IPC. In fact, that landed him in trouble over here. The fact that there's sexual harassment here, there's also, confinement. There are a lot of sections that the police, of course, has investigated. We're picking up that the Special Economic Offences Wing of the CID would now be probing this. Of course, it really remains to be seen, Amita. One, on the investigation front, of course, how this case progresses over here, but two, politically as well, how this is going to be viewed. We tried speaking with Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy there a little while earlier about this. He got quite perturbed, agitated there, going on to, ask why he should be linked to this entire case. Also, of course, he's distanced himself from this, much like he did with the previous case of Prajwal Ravanna as well. They're saying that there is a law and the law should prevail.
All right, but with regards to the FIR, of course, Neha will share more details on that as Times Now has also accessed the FIR copy. Suraj Ravanna has now been booked under Section 377 of the IPC that involves unnatural sex, 506 that involves criminal intimidation. However, when it comes to this allegation that has been leveled, Neha, what parts of the FIR can you give out the details on the basis of which this FIR has been, filed? What does the complainant say?
Well, yes, Amita, we're picking up that, this incident reportedly took place between 16th and 17th June in Hole Narsipura in Hassan district on the farmhouse. Of course, on a farmhouse there belonging to Mr. Suraj Ravanna. We're picking up that the complainant over here has gone on to say that, this is where he met Suraj Ravanna at the farmhouse, and following this is when, he's of course gone on to strip in front of him and assault him as well. Now, when in fact, of course, the victim here reportedly resisted these advances, he was threatened later, and that's why we're seeing the charge of, of course, confinement also being put in there. More importantly, of course, we're seeing that following this, there was, of course, a message exchange there between Suraj Ravanna and the victim over here, which, of course, goes on to suggest that Suraj has ruined his life. This is what he's gone on to message him. After this is when we're seeing a case now, of course, being registered. Very serious charges here. We'll really have to wait and see how the CID takes this case forward. Of course, remember this is again something that's not looking good here for the Revanna family over here. JDS MLC also very senior one at that is, at that. Of course, we really have to wait and see. Suraj Revanna there, of course, while denying all these charges, has also said that the people of his constituency, that the people of Hassan know what he is, or know, what sort of a person he is, and which is why all of this, of course, is nothing but political. Of course, we really have to wait and see, Amita, where this goes. Meanwhile, also in another interesting development here, the victim has denied, has in fact refused to undergo a medical examination in Hassan, and has in fact, chosen to undergo a medical examination in Bangalore instead. Primarily, we've already seen the kind of clout that, the JDS and particularly the Divegowda family enjoys in Hassan, maybe possibly fearing there that, the records could be tampered with. The medical examination of the victim was done in Bowring Hospital in Bengaluru.
Right, but the political reaction so far that is now coming in because, Neha, these are serious allegations that have been leveled and similar of nature, and not against one or two, but multiple members of the same family.
Well, that's absolutely right, Amita. In fact, even in this case, we're being told that the victim reportedly came to Bengaluru on the 19th. He, in fact, even met with the DG and apprised him of this, and following that is when the Hole Narsipura police, in fact, went on to, of course, call him there, and that's when the FIR was registered, following which, of course, Suraj Revanna was called in for inquiry and arrested by the police. Like you rightly mentioned, Amita, it's not really looking good at this point. We're seeing how senior leaders of the same family from the same party have chosen to distance themselves from this completely, much like...
Well, we are picking up also political reactions that have been coming in. We've been speaking to the BJP leaders as well. They have been saying that the law will take its own course, with now the CID will be taking over the course to investigate. Yes, Pratibha.
Yes, Amita, this is the letter. So the case now being handed over to the CID. Let me just go through the letter that has been written to the DG of Police, CID, by the Bengaluru Police. And here's what it says. The case registered in Hassan District, Hole Narsipura Rural Police Station, with the crime, the details being given out in the IPC sections, as we pointed out in the FIR 377, 342, 506, as well as 34. These IPC sections also being mentioned here, saying the case is being transferred to the CID for further investigation with immediate effect. The case should be handed over to the CID for further investigation forthwith. The Superintendent of Police, Hassan District, is directed to send the case file with the concerned IO to hand over personally to the investigation officer in CID. The Director General of Police, CID, Special Units and Economic Offences, Bangalore, may please arrange to take up further investigation. After the completion of the investigation of the case, please send a detailed report to the office. So the case officially being handed over to the CID with immediate effect, Amita.
All right, Pratibha, thank you for that update. The details that are now being shared with the CID now taking over the case as far as this investigation is concerned. Neha, coming back on that, because when it comes to all the probabilities of this case that is concerned, how recent is it? Other details that have also been mentioned in the FIR so far, looking at the very basis of it, is it said to be the same farmhouse? The links that are now being drawn, because this is another member of the Revanna family against whom a case of alleged sexual assault has been leveled.
Well, of course, Amita, now that the police has just arrested Suraj Revanna, a couple of hours ago and produced him for a medical examination, they would, of course, be seeking his custody, following which all of the details would really come out about, where this alleged incident took place, on which farmhouse in Hole Narsipura, how much of what the victim has, narrated in his ordeal there, along with those WhatsApp messages that he shared with the police, how much of all of this really gets verified and comes out. But of course, it's also crucial over here to mention that, like you rightly said, this is the second Revanna brother that we're seeing over here, the elder one, who's now landed himself in a soup on similar charges of sexual harassment. Of course, while, the gravity of the situation in Prajwal Revanna's case may have been much more, the fact is that, it's quite unfortunate that this is what's really been happening in the state of Karnataka. Moreover, of course, like we mentioned earlier as well, Amita, we're seeing that, in fact, there's a pattern that's being followed here. You have a case that's registered, that's transferred to the CID, and then you have, of course, the opposition here that demands a CBI probe. Where the politics around this ends, of course, is something that our politicians in Karnataka would have to answer. But as far as the investigation goes, of course, it seems like the CID would be taking over.
All right, with the CID now taking over, are there any other political reactions that have been coming in, Neha? Because so far what we are picking up, what Mr. Suraj Revanna has to say, that this is a political conspiracy against him.
Well, that's absolutely right. Of course, Amita, we spoke with Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy as well. Of course, if you could play out that bit possibly in a bit, where he says very clearly, and he's gotten quite agitated there, of course, this is something that's bringing quite a lot of disrepute to the entire family here. H.D. Devegowda, H.D. Kumaraswamy also, in fact, who recently took charge as a union minister there. This isn't something that, of course, they would have wanted at this point in time, bringing quite a lot of embarrassment, disrepute to the family here, which is why we're seeing that, they've chosen to distance themselves from this completely. H.D. Kumaraswamy there, getting quite agitated, asking why he should have to answer on this, and that there is a law that it would prevail. But of course, Amita, one thing that we do know in the state of Karnataka, particularly in Hassan, is that it's always been a stronghold there of the H.D. Kumaraswamy, of H.D. Devegowda, of the entire family. How much of all of these cases now emerging from there is really going to have an impact on the people, something that we'll possibly find out, soon enough.